So hi everyone. So these are the cards that we pulled for the collective reading for the next 2 weeks. Yeah. It's very interesting. The middle cards take my attention. The Wheel of Fortune with the dog. Some sort of loyalty here. Some sort of great potential for the turning of the wheel, okay? Because the Wheel of Fortune is Fortuna. She's the goddess of love. She's the goddess of prosperity, creativity. And with the dog, there's some sort of energy of commitment here. Anyhow, let me start right at the beginning. So we have the man. So the man can talk about a male influence in our lives, or because it's paired with the World card, both of these cards can talk about being in our own authority. With great chaos comes great change. That is the rule, okay? I think one of the most famous books in the world, the I Ching, begins with those lines. Saturn has gone back into Capricorn. Yeah. Capricorn and Saturn rules our personal authority in this world. There's a message here about the individual beginning to take a control of a sense of destiny. Both cards would represent, we both have male, we both have female in our birth charts. The male energy is very, very much the fire, the dynamic energy. And with the World card, this is a card about mastery. Saturn gets a very bad rap in astrology, and the reason why it gets a bad rap is he doesn't give away his jewels very easy, because he asks us to move out of comfort zones. That's what authority is. Yeah. To take the lead, to take control, to own our own sense of personal destiny. And I don't know what a lot of people are going through, but I'm sort of guessing that most people who are viewing my video are having a great sense of, they've had a great sense of areas of their life where they've outgrown, and a great, great desire to own their sense of personal autonomy. Now, I can't help thinking, some of you are obviously dealing with a male, but I cannot help thinking, because it's clarified with Saturn, because we all have a Saturn. It's the area of our lives where we want to become the master. And the retrograde energy of Saturn would say to me that a lot of us are being pushed forward to reach a little bit more for our sense of, that sense deep within our tummy, deep within our soul, that wants to live their own life according to their own dictates of their own soul. So there's great, 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 great potential here for for completion, to go, I did it. But let me just carry on, because then we get the dog and the Wheel of Fortune. So these are really, really, really about love. Love comes in many shapes or forms. And sometimes the dog even talks about the love of an animal, the love of Mother Nature, the love of our planet, because it's with the Wheel of Fortune. So there's this great, great potential here to be very, very attuned to the energy of love, the energy of the heart, the energy of loyalty. For some, this is definitely a person, because it's next to the man. This is definitely, but it sort of represents to me a great turning of the wheel, and beyond the surfaces of what we're dealing with, we are dealing with the great turning of the wheel. As one of the people said last fortnight, that we really, really, really are entering into a brand new age. The brand new age is going to be that we're moving into is going to be so much more based on friendship, community, humanity, love. And it's sort of believed that we will look back at this era that we're leaving behind and see it as a dark age. The age where we forgot how to love each other, where we forgot how to be a friend, where we forgot how to reach out to another person. Both of these cards are literally talking about love, and I'd be very, very surprised if the Ace of Cups didn't come up with this card about, you know, clarifying it. Well, no, but we get the Knight of Cups, which is about this sort of bringing forward the energy of love and sharing your cup to whoever you can. But this is the great time that we're moving into. Are we in the age of the birth canal? Yeah. Do we have a process to work through? Yes. And thank gosh that people viewing this have the energy of the Master, the energy of Saturn behind them, because it takes this massive amount of energy. It takes a massive amount of energy to love, to open the heart, to show loyalty. And you know what? Quite a lot of people, they've stood in the background for a very, very long time. Maybe their souls haven't really resonated properly with the dynamics around them. And maybe for a lot of people watching, I know that's part of my story, that this great changing of the wheel is about coming into what my soul incarnated for. And I think maybe a lot of people watching, maybe they've spent their lives on the sidelines, and it's time that they're being called forward to begin to take a role of taking the lead. Now, I'm talking slowly. 2020 is a strange year. It's a very yin year. And a yin year is about reorganizing, reflecting, redeciding. But what you're redeciding, for anyone watching, I guarantee you this is your message. What you're redeciding is your place in this world. A lot of people didn't find their proper place in the world and then in the chapter that's concluding with the world. And I've been a reader for a very long time, and sometimes I can look at someone's birth chart and I know their time will come. Yeah. I know their time will come. And I think for a lot of people watching, this sense of the heart, this sense of wanting to bring love into the world, to bring goodness, to bring a message, to bring something into the world is accelerating. Sometimes this is very, very simple prayer. And the very simple prayer is, may my purpose in this world begin to accelerate. And I don't think anyone watching, his sense of acceleration is going to be about me, me, me. Not with these major arcanas. These are way more powerful than that. These are major arcanas that your loyalty is to the good of all. That's the great age of Aquarius. That's the great changing of the wheel that we're going through. And you know what? Some people don't want to be on this ship, and they have that right not to want to be on that ship. But I guarantee you, the ship is moving. And I can understand the changes that I've been going through. And what these cards are saying, that people watching have also been going through this. For some of you, this is about a relationship, by the way, definitely. And maybe you're about to be shown in this relationship the depth of loyalty that someone really does have for you. And for anyone watching, and that's the case, then wonderful. Especially if you've been living your life in the shadows, the confusion, not sure what's going on. There's a great shifting going on. There continually will be the whole of 220 and probably beyond that. But definitely for the rest of the year, there's some sort of love here. And I guess that's what the man is. The man sometimes can be about someone that you feel has been very passive, not been taking action. And maybe we're talking about other people in your life concluding a cycle in order to move forward. So beginning to show their commitment, their loyalty to you. So for some of you, this is about a relationship that looks like some great change on the way. We do end it in a little bit of a different note, but bear with me, okay? Because we get the mice. The mice is this undermining state of mind, okay? So the mice erodes our sense of purpose. It's with the Four of Swords as well. So the Four of Swords is a card of exhausted. And there's nothing more exhausting than having a mind that it's almost like you're reaching forward and then you meet your history. And for most of us, our history tells us we're not good enough, we're not this enough. So we take a step back. Now, taking a step back is not always a negative, because sometimes what I think we're doing is reconnecting our energy. Because look, this is a soldier. His sword's here. He's not letting go of the sword, but he's recharging the battery. And the reason why he's recharging the battery is this state of mind. And you know what, guys? I've got my hand on my head because I get that state of mind that's constantly eroding your sense of worth. It's like, what's the point in going forward? It ain't going to work anyhow. It's all going to go wrong. The mind is not a guide. The mind's job is not to lead our life, because what the mind does, it goes to all the areas that can go wrong. And then for some of us, we just stop completely and we don't actually fulfill the potential of the majors. For others of you, I think it's just a pause. I think it's literally just a pause. Yeah, because then you're moving to the sun. So, see, sometimes it's okay to go, today I'm letting the mice are on me. My head is just going round and round, telling me all the stories. I'm taking a step back. The Four of Swords is a card of exhaustion, by the way. And there's nothing more exhausting than having your own worst enemy within your mind. And I know you can relate to that. And that's exactly what it is, but I wouldn't worry about it, because, see, sometimes it's okay to take a step back and to go, boy, I am exhausted and I need to rest. And it's okay to have a state of mind that undermines you if you're aware. That's what it is. So you bring awareness to it, you bring the sun to it and go, I know this is going on. Temporary. I'm going to let it rest. I'm going to let it be. But what I'm going to do is illuminate it with the energy of the sun. I'm going to bring this incredible awareness to this pattern. And then when we do that, we move forward again. We get a burst of energy that takes us all the way to the next level. Now, what's interesting in this reading, we don't seem to be dealing with much catastrophe, which is fantastic. I think for most people, just halt on that. We're going through an awful lot at a soul level. And the reason that so much is going on at a soul level is to prepare us to prepare us not for the next catastrophe, but to begin to birth the potential that lies in this moment. We really are at the precipice of a fantastic new chapter. And you'd have to know me to know that I am so far off being a spiritual bypasser. I understand the work we have to do. And the work that we're having to do is showing up. The work we have to do is the fact we've all been programmed. I think just about all of us have been programmed by a system that constantly undermines our sense of worth. And we carry that forwards, and it literally dictates the course of our life. And until we bring this beautiful energy of awareness, because awareness is this all-loving presence. And sometimes if we just bring this light of awareness to this energy of your mind, and to say, my mind is my mind is undermining me. We ask for help. And the help would be, I am so trying to follow through in my impulse and my desires to move forward, but I keep meeting my mind, I keep meeting my history. Can you help me? Can you help me to tune into some energy? We'll also be going into Leo season. So Leo is so much about our destiny. The 5th house, the Leo energy, bringing forward our sun, our solar energy, and shining it out into the world. And the reason why most of us don't shine our light into the world, it's like we've got a dysfunctional program running our minds. And if it runs our mind, it runs our life. It robs us of our sense of self-worth and all our goddamn beauty as human beings. You know, I think sometimes to be a human being is there's nothing wrong with us apart from the fact we've collected difficult experiences. And it's all been played out in this great drama of life rather than taking back these experiences that we've gone through and beginning to ask this beautiful sun card to come and bring light to them so we can move forward to become the best, because the world will not be changed by politics, guys. It's going to be changed by people like you. Yeah, people like you. Bringing forward the energy of your heart, fortuna, love, relationships. And for some of you, there's definitely a relationship dynamic going on here. For others of you, it could be the relationship with your own self. But I think we've all got a part of us that reaches for the future and another part of us that's scared and holds back. And once we begin to realise there's not one single thing wrong with us apart from we've collected difficult experiences which need to be transmuted, which needs a son of awareness brought to them. And then as a collective, the collective is full of loads of individuals like you and like me. And that's when the great wave of change is going to come across us, by us being honest, by being straightforward, by being open. And sometimes being open is going, oh my gosh, I've got these mice in my head that every step I take tell me that I'm a piece of crap. And then you bring it. You offer it up. You begin to not believe it. And then you get this power to go forward, and it's fueled by something way bigger than us, by this transcendent realm that gives us the energy to burst forward. Okay? Yeah, Not sure what to say about this reading. Very, very exciting. For some of you, it's about love, romantic. For others of you, it's with friendships, commitment, the turning of the wheel, the grey age. And it's okay if you take a step backwards, guys. There's nothing wrong with taking a step backwards. What's that old saying? When fishermen can't go to sea, they prepare their nets. It's okay to take a step backwards and rest. Maybe you offer it to a prayer, and the next day you wake up full of this brand new energy. I take a step backwards many times, guys. So many times. Just so many times. Anyhow, love yous all, and I'll speak to you later. Bye.